Understanding Romeo and Juliet Part 1C. Previously, we looked at what these major characters say about love in Act 1. Now, if your teacher asks you to, you can write a 3-paragraph response journal entry showing comprehension, reflection, and application. You'll probably want to skim the text to refresh your memory. Feel free to refer back to the videos, but whatever stuck in your mind is probably what is most meaningful to you. Here's the URL for my response journal rubric. You're more than welcome to use it. The journal question is, describe what at least 3 characters in this play think about love. And to me, Romeo before and after and Juliet before and after are like 4 separate characters. Give evidence, that means give quotes from the play, and explain how your evidence supports your opinion. Answering that question on a literal level in the first paragraph shows comprehension. Demonstrate that you really understand these characters' attitudes and why you think they have those attitudes. Exhibit a depth of understanding that you couldn't have gotten from reading an online summary. You may see things differently from your classmate, and that's fine, as long as you have evidence from the text. In the second paragraph, tell what you think or feel about those characters' attitudes. A good answer will examine your own ideas about what true or real love is and show you've given it some real thought, even if your own experience with love has been limited. Show that you've been really engaged in the text and that you get what the issues at stake are. That's called insight. This paragraph is less about the play as it is about your own thoughts and feelings about the play. That's reflection. In paragraph 3, apply this situation to the real world around you. Describe real-life situations in which being unable to tell the difference between lasting, mature love and more short-lived feelings could have major consequences. In other words, what can happen when you mistake something else for a real love? Maybe you've had some experience with love of some kind, or witnessed it in your family, among your friends, or in the media. Maybe you've seen what you think is a realistic portrayal of love in a movie or a book. You should write about love in its various forms in the world that you know. Apply this situation to the world you live in right now. This is what I call application. Don't worry if you haven't had a lot of first-person experience with love. You're young, and no one expects you to be an expert. Heck, most adults are still trying to figure this out. But it isn't too early to start thinking about the question. People your age are making decisions right now based on what they think about love. Young adults are at exactly the right age to start mapping out this strange new territory. Finally, here are vocabulary words with short definitions organized by section. These are all words that are still in use in contemporary English. The page numbers come from my Folger edition paperback. Stop the video if you want to copy them down or take screenshots. This is Act 1. Acts 2 and 3. Acts 4 and 5. And here's an index of the topics we've covered in this video. Okay, there's another video to follow about Acts 2 and 3 and a third video about Acts 4 and 5. I hope you watch those as well. Please enjoy Romeo and Juliet. You get to read it for the first time only once.